Yo, you know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet, man. E-Block Radio, live on your dial. We live on the block. I got somebody here in the studio right now. We talking about inspirational. All right. First of all, we gonna start with that. He got a story to tell. I'm talking about a story that you might know, but you don't know to have. I got my man Eric Johnosn in the building. What up, E?
What's up, Q?
Yo, I've been knowing E for a long time. Me and E been like brothers, like, and we ain't even know it though, right? So, like, E, for real, I'm trying to go back to when we first, like, man, I don't even remember. Because I know I done been to church so many times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have words and everything, but then we just, like, we really got cool.
Yeah.
I don't really even remember what happened.
Man.
And that's been a while ago, though.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a real while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, this is way before your journey started.
Man.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what we get ready to get into today, so we definitely got a journey. You know what, before we get started, I know some people might be fascinated by your story and might want to know more about you. You want to give out some of your social media so they can check you out and follow your journey, or you get down like that. Some people private, like, I don't want you to know nothing, you know.
No, man, no, I don't have a problem with it, man. You know, I'm always on Facebook, so most of people know that. But you know, you can go to Facebook, check me out, Eric Enrique Johnosn. So,
we're gonna talk about that too. Where did the Enrique come from?
Man, a friend of mine, she actually started saying Enrique, and I was like, you know what?
I kind of like that.
It's different, you know. I was like, I'll put that in, type it in, make sure nobody had it on Facebook. So
and it worked out for you.
It worked out. So.
Okay. You know, I ain't never called you Enrique. I always call you E. You know what I'm saying? I always called you E from day one.
Yeah, man.
Nah. So look. All right, we're going to start with your journey, but I want to go all the way back and just tell the people, you know, where you from and your humble beginnings.
All right, yeah, man. So, you know, born and raised west side of Detroit.
West side?
Yes. And, like I said, just born and raised here, man, and love the city.
For sure.
You know.
I can tell from the Detroit hat.
Yeah.
You rock a lot of Detroit hats. Yeah, me too. I used to.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, you say you from the west side. So, from back in your day, because we throwing it back to your childhood.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with your journey in there, but I'm just curious. How do you look at the city now as opposed to where it was back then? Because I know a lot done changed.
A lot has changed, man. You know, back then, man, you know, of course, growing up, things were just different. You know, it was more community based.
For sure.
And which is now, it's starting to try to get back a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, Detroit had its ups and downs.
Yeah, like every city.
Like every other metropolitan city. So, you know, Detroit's trying to bounce back.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. It's trying to bounce back.
I think we gotta stop being afraid to be a part of it though.
Yeah.
Like, because I think what's happening is returning, but then like people mad because we, like, some places we are getting priced out of. I can't lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think instead of complaining about it, we got to figure out how to get in.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just the way I look at it. But I know that that's a lot different though. From back in the day, I know even on the west side, some parts of the east side, but I think more so on the west side, it was definitely like, it was real community. And some of those places now, man, like you go back to, it's like they just forgot that is on the they forgot it's there.
Base,
Exactly. They closing all the schools.
Yeah.
Like, so the kids ain't got nothing to do, and then the parents who lived through, like, let's say the 80s and 90s, they so petrified of what Detroit turned into, then they running across 8 Mile.
Yeah.
So now we leaving all the property, and then we complaining when people take it over. So like,
you shouldn't be complaining.
You shouldn't have left.
You shouldn't have left.
Right? Which is easy to say. I'm sure.
It's easy. It's easy.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So after you left there, now a lot of people might not know, so we go bring that up too. That you end up going to Central Michigan.
Yeah.
But like coming from the west side of Detroit, what was even your influence to say, hey, I want to go to college? Because a lot of people never even got that influence.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
My mom, she's an educator. She's retired from DPS, so that was a huge influence.
I'm
you know,
sure.
Just family background. You know, just trying to live a legacy.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Coming from that sector.
Yeah.
You know, so just really just trying to live up to standards.
Yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with it, because a lot of people, especially in my generation, like parents didn't go to school.
Yeah. Man.
So it wasn't nothing that they really preached, because they never really experienced it. So like even for me, I think my older sister, she was the first one to actually go to college. my mom and pops, like my mom's ended up dropping out of high school. My pops got his GED because he ended up going to the Army. Okay. But like education wasn't the thing. Yeah. So if it wasn't for my sister, I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have went either. Wow. But it's like after she went, it's like, oh, God, okay, I gotta go. You gotta go now. Like I had to go. And I ain't gonna lie to you, E. I was the worst student ever. Really? I think they just got me out of there because they was tired of school. It took me 7 years to get out of school, bro. Hey, man.
Yeah, sometimes it take, well, even I went back. Yeah. I had stopped. I did the whole stop. Yeah, see, that's what I did. Exactly. Yeah. But after I got focused, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. Now finish it up.
You went to college straight after high school?
No. Okay. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go straight after. I worked for a while. Yeah. And went back to school. Went to school, and then I stopped a little bit, and then went on back and just went on and finished.
Now, see, back then, that was kind of frowned upon, right? People was like, you don't go straight to school. Yeah. Like, now, people wait till they 35 to start their first year of college, you know? And it's nothing to be ashamed of.
No, it's not.
And I feel like that because I feel like however old you get, you're never too old to learn something.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you finished school at Central.
I finished at Central.
Okay. Yeah. You was actually on campus?
I actually was at the satellite office.
I got you.
Yeah, did the satellite office, Southfield. Yeah, a couple other spots, but that was how I did it. Yeah, finished my master's there.
Okay.
And
we gonna give him a little clap. You know what I'm saying? We give him a little clap.
Yeah, man.
So you got a master's degree, obviously a bachelor's degree, and you thinking about you going back for your doctors, right? Yeah, we talked about that off camera.
Yeah, but, I started the doctoral program at Walden University. Okay. Yeah. So been kind of doing that online, off and on.
Yeah. I heard there's a lot of writing involved in it. Yeah. Okay.
It was a shock.
Yeah, you wasn't prepared.
When I first got it, I was
like, whoa, let me slow down. Maybe this wasn't a great idea right now. Maybe next time.
Hold on now.
Yeah. But I mean, it's good. It's dope though, because then you'll be Dr. Enrique.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, let me ask you this though. You gonna be one of those people when you get the doctor title, you gonna force people to call you doctor?
No.
You know people like that, right?
I do know people like that.
Like that's doctor.
Right. Yeah. No, man, that's not gonna be me. I'm gonna be Big E. I'm always gonna be Big E.
Always. I feel you, man. Now, we talked about the influence, from your mom's being an educator and everything, getting you through school. Any other influence, like any spiritual influences? Like,
absolutely, man. The church plays a huge role in my life. You know, my family, my wife. You know,
shout out to the wife.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the wife.
17 years.
Yeah, man.
For sure, that's what's up.
God has been good. You know.
Yep. He gonna get you a bomb anniversary gift too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't tell you what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? We keep that a secret.
Right. But definitely have a lot of influence yourself. Yeah, man. You definitely know.
Me? Yes. Come on, man, now. Please. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
You just don't know, man. A lot of times I tune in and I may not even say anything, but I get in and get online and I just like,
that's what's up. That means a lot, bro. You're right though. You never know. Like sometimes you're doing stuff in life, you think you're doing it for yourself, and really,
it's not. It's not even about me. Right. It's not about you. You know, other people, man, they look at it and they like, okay, they doing something.
They doing something, right? Yeah.
And of course, our mutual friend, our boy Derek Williams.
For sure. Shout out to D.
Definitely got to give a shout out to D. And
for sure.
He's doing a lot of inspirational things right now, man. Yeah. And,
I tell people that's my spiritual advisor.
Yeah, man.
He keep me landed. You know what I'm saying? Because anyway, this ain't about me. So getting back to you though, and you know what? Again, too, I wanna bring back that experience, your church experience, and I want to use that the same way I did the neighborhood thing and ask you about that. Is as far as the church goes, did you see an evolution of the church from back in the day to now? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like the church, the church as an establishment, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of on the decline.
It is. Yeah. It is. Unfortunately, man, we're living in that time,
right?
To where people just kind of doing whatever.
Yeah.
Some people they just doing whatever they want to do, man. And God has standards.
For sure.
He has standards, and so we're just trying to live by His standards, man, and live the best life that we can.
Right. For sure.
So. But the church played a huge, it still is playing a huge importance, in my life, my family's life.
For sure.
And try to spread that love through, wherever I go.
Right.
And it's all about love.
That's what it is. That really is what it's all about.
Having that relationship with God, man,
Yeah, and it's funny, just last week when we was both there to check out Derek speaking, and when he said about how you see people going through stuff, and it's hard to imagine how you can live your life without knowing God, though.
Like, seriously, I can't even imagine.
Because I done been through some stuff that's not as bad as some other people. And I'm like, dog, I almost didn't make it.
Right.
So
right.
somebody
Same
with
here.
right, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into all that.
Man.
But somebody living even worse than that, how could you not? That's like it's crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine this. I mean, just waking up
right.
in the morning. It's
right.
Like, okay,
let's not forget about that.
Right. How did I wake up? Like I didn't do it on my own.
For
so,
sure.
God is blessed, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. So you ever thought about, doing any speaking? No, I'm just, serious question though, because you got a story to tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's crossed my mind a couple times, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And like you said, you're not doing it for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's for the service of others.
I've heard other people say, "Hey, man, you got a story to tell, so you
most definitely,
try to tell it as much as you can."
For sure.
And get it out to the masses.
Yeah. All right, now speaking of the story to tell, we're going to go ahead and jump in this. You know what I'm saying? The reason we're here today.
Yes.
So tell the people where your journey began. Obviously, if you know E or Enrique, then you know he has a weight loss journey that's going on. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been one, and I think you can, just seeing the previous interview, I think you can attest to this, man. I've been one who's been struggling with weight like my whole life. Like it's a constant struggle. Like so I know you got that story to tell. So let's start from the beginning. And I just want to know, like, what made you come to that epiphany? Like, you know what? I gotta do something.
Man, again, I was kind of like you. I mean, same thing as far as growing up.
Yeah.
Just always been that kid on the block that was,
right,
a little bit heavier than everybody.
Right. Hey, all right, you being nice. I was fat. Yeah. You said a little bit heavy. I was fat.
What I'm saying? But it was, I mean, and so that's pretty much how I grew up. But after a while, man, you start to realize, like, man, even after playing ball and everything, after that kind of died down, and then the weight just started picking up.
Yeah. So you played ball in high school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Sure did.
You played for Redford?
Played for Redford.
Shout out to Redford. Shout out to Redford, man.
Yes, sir.
No longer with us.
Right. You got Myers over there.
Right. Rest in peace, Redford.
Right.
Oh, that is where the Myers. Yeah. Wow, that is where the Myers is.
You go grocery shopping.
Right. Yeah. Rest in peace, Redford. Anyway, right. Go ahead.
But yeah, man. So after that, you're not as active.
Yeah.
And the weight started picking up or whatever. So after a while, man, it's like, okay. You tell yourself, all right, I need to lose.
Yeah.
I need to lose. But it really wasn't until I actually got serious and I did the whole thing. I had actually lost a lot of weight at first. And then I did the whole low-carb diet thing, and then I gained it back.
Yeah.
And not only did I gain it back.
And that's what I heard is the hard part.
Yeah, not only did I gain it back, I gained more.
Whoa.
So I was just like, man,
you lost weight and then blew up past where you was before.
I mean, and then you go from the whole clothes, it's like, okay, you lose the weight, then you start buying clothes. It's like, okay. And then you still losing at the same time, but you still buying clothes. So, man, I had went up to a size 6X.
Word.
6X, and then I went, just buying clothes. And you like, man, I ain't doing nothing but spending money.
Right.
So
you got to wear these big clothes and shit.
You take clothes and get it altered and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it wasn't until I actually got serious with it. Like, okay, I'm getting heavy. My joints, it started playing on my joints.
Right.
In which, I had to have both left knee, right knee replaced.
Okay.
Left hip replaced.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Now, see, that I didn't know. I knew about the knees. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that right there would be the motivation right there, though. Yeah.
Talking about pain, man.
Oh, I can imagine.
It was, it was really painful. I had a good surgeon, and they did a really, really good job.
Yeah.
So they got me back on track.
For sure. But I remember, though, even when you was after you got your knees and everything worked on, I remember you still on the track, though.
Yeah, man.
Still on the track. That's determination, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was on those things for 5.5 years.
Oh, man.
5.5 years, man.
It was that long?
It was 5.5. Trust me.
So you remember every second of it, huh?
I remember every second, man. It was rough, man. But, God pulled me through. I was going around the track, man, and
yeah, I remember, man. I was checking you out.
Yeah, just early in the mornings, man. Just still, I ran into a guy. He's an older gentleman.
Okay.
And I never really I never really had a chance to catch up to him.
Yeah.
Because he was always walking, ahead of me.
Yeah.
So here I am on the track with the crutches. I'm still going.
Still going. Yeah.
I finally caught up to him the other day. And he was like, "Man, you were the guy that used to be on the crutches." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, you did great."
Inspiration, dog. I was like, people watching. I'm telling you, people watching. Yeah.
Yeah, they watching. You never really know.
No, you don't.
You never really know until somebody comes up to you and actually says, like, "Man, I see you."
Right, exactly.
I saw you where you were.
And look at you now.
I see you now. So, it's a blessing, man. And I'm still trying.
Yeah,
that's the
no
thing,
doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I'm still trying to get to my goal. And,
what is your goal, if you don't mind me asking? You want to put it out there, or you want to keep that to yourself?
Well, no, actually, I want to get it down to, under 200, between two, around 2, somewhere around.
Man, I ain't been under 200. I must have been I must have been maybe a teenager or something. No, I'm probably a little kid. Under 200.
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Just try to keep it under that. And then, like I said, I was on the, all the medications.
Yeah.
I'm off of that stuff.
I was just about to say, so with the weight loss, you ain't on the same meds and nothing?
No, man.
Yeah.
No. So
joint pains is gone?
Joint pains. I mean, they're not 100%.
Yeah. But it ain't nothing like it. Yeah. I'm sure it ain't nothing like it was before.
Oh, man, it was rough. It was rough, man. I ain't even going to lie. Every day was a struggle.
For sure.
Just waking up,
Right. No, I know.
Sit on the side of the bed for about 15, 20 minutes.
You got to get it together. You got to activate.
Right. Okay. Then you got to get your mind into it. Okay, I got to get up.
Right. for real. Now I know you said you dropped and then gained some weight. What was the heaviest that you got to?
The heaviest was 500.
I
was at 500
what?
pounds, man. Literally.
Man, no, you got to tell me.
Yeah.
Like what is that like? That's got to be like, if you're thinking about it now, the size you are now, it's basically like carrying somebody.
Yeah, it
on
was,
your back.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, just steady, constantly slow moving. Everything you do is a task. It's just a task.
For sure.
You trying to get in the shower, take a shower. You trying to, stuff that you just would normally just do.
Yeah.
You like, oh man, okay, it's gonna take. You try to plan your day out.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll be in the bathroom for at least an hour. Yeah. And you're like, wait a minute,
man. For real. And I would figure like physically is a daunting task too, but I figure at some point though that's got to mess with your mental too.
Yeah, your mental state, man. Yeah. And then, like I said, just being on those crutches for 5.5 years, and the walls started caving in. Yeah. After a while, you had issues even taking the garbage out.
Anything. Especially with stairs. Like, stairs had to be a monster. Yeah,
stairs, man. It was rough.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was rough, man.
Man, so how did you overcome that in your head, though? Like, did you ever have any, like, depression or anything?
Oh, yeah. After, definitely depressed, But I was really inspired, too, man, with my wife.
Okay.
She, just looking at her, man, she'd go to her book clubs with her girls, and they
like
hanging
getting out. She active.
Getting out and hanging out and having a good time. And I'm like, man, I miss that. Yeah,
right. Exactly.
And even though sometimes, we'll go to the movies or whatever, that was even a task.
Yeah, for sure.
But just seeing her in, she was doing 5 and 10Ks and, really just getting involved, getting active, getting healthy.
Man.
She's vegan now.
Vegan?
Yeah, so she...
Now, first of all, I'm all about getting healthy. But I don't know about that.
You see, I said she's vegan.
Right, she's vegan. Yeah, I'm all about getting healthy. Yeah, but that one, I don't know.
But she, like I said, she inspired me. She actually got me to, she was doing, not Fitbit, but just being on the tracking. Just tracking all the
tracking. I see you got a Fitbit too.
Yeah, man.
I see you be on that. Yeah, I see you got a lot of steps during the day too.
Yeah, man.
I got to catch up.
The thing too is that even I'm on Fitbit, I'm with a really solid group.
Yeah.
A couple different groups actually with people that they they on the same path.
Okay.
So each week, man, they do the challenge from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
And, we just kind of go from there. So at the end of the week, we just like try to see exactly where we are.
I got you.
For our steps. So, yeah.
Okay.
Man. Yeah, but it works out.
Well, I got to ask you that. How important, though, is that support group, though? I mean, that's got to be, it's got to be important because you feel like you're not doing it on your own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I look forward to, doing those Fitbit challenges. Yeah. And any other type of challenge. So I get into like 2 or 3 of those challenges a week. Just to see how things are.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can definitely dig that, man. Yeah. That's what's up. Now you said, obviously, I know you said your wife was a big inspiration. Yes. Now for somebody, I just want you to kind of throw it out there because you had her as as an inspiration. Yeah. But for somebody who doesn't have a wife or a partner who's inspired, like where would you tell them to look for that kind of inspiration?
Well, like I said, man, I look at a lot of Derek Williams, a lot of his videos, man.
Who just happens to be standing behind you?
Oh yeah. Is he really? Yeah. My man.
Right.
Yeah, so I look at a lot of his videos, man, and really inspiring, man. It gets me going. I definitely appreciate it.
And you never know though. Just like the dude that saw you at the track on the crutches, like you was his inspiration. Exactly. Even though he may have not been on crutches, the fact that you can see somebody who's in a worse off position than you doing it, it motivates you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, at this point, I know you said you went down and ballooned back up. What's stopping you now from falling back into that into that mode of gaining weight again?
Right now, man, I'm really, really focused. Yeah. I'm really focused, man. I'm really focused to actually get to that next level.
Right.
And I want to do some things.
For sure.
I got a bucket list.
Yeah.
And in order to get to that bucket list, I gotta finish losing this weight.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just focused, man, and just really just trying to take it to that next level. And I want to just encourage other people too.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because that's our duty. That's our duty on earth, man, to inspire others. And I gotta ask you this since you brought it up. What would you say would be the most surprising thing on your bucket list?
Surprising?
Yeah, like people would be like, "What? You want to do that?" Like,
man, well, it's not really crazy. I like to travel.
Okay.
I like to travel.
I thought you had something crazy over there. Bungee jump in the Grand Canyon or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right, something crarezy.
Even though I didn't do zip lining, but we just got back from Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Okay.
And,
so they rebuilt all that stuff because it was like it had burned up or something, right?
I'm not
some
sure.
Of those,
maybe some of the, but the.
I think that's where this picture is from, right? We all on
absolutely, yeah. So I did that for the first time.
Okay,
so that was fun, man. But I didn't do the zip lining.
Okay,
so maybe that might be the next step.
Right, all right. Zip line is that's not in my future. I don't care how small I get. I'm not doing that.
But even tomorrow, man, we actually heading out for Cedar Point.
Okay,
so.
These are small things. Small things that people take for granted. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, man. So I mean, the last time we went to Cedar Point together, my wife and I, it's been over 10 years.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to it, man. Because like I said, last time I went, I couldn't even get the crossbar over.
Is that right?
To lock myself into the roller coaster.
I'm saying small things. I'm telling you,
those very small things, man. So I'm looking forward to that. And just being able to walk from one end to the park to the next.
Yeah, for sure. And people take that for granted too. Like, because for a minute, like I had this is a few years, maybe about 5 years ago, I had a leg ulcer that wouldn't close, and then like I got an infection, so it just made I gained more weight because of that. And it was a struggle. Yeah. So when I got that taken care of and I lost some of the weight back. It was funny because we would go places and I would park extra far. Yeah. And people were like, "Dog, why don't you park close?" I'm like, "Dog, because I want to save those spaces for when I really need them.
You really need
if I can walk, I'm gonna go ahead and walk. Dog, for real. Because
absolutely,
the small things you take for granted, man. Just like I was able to, like when I was living in Colorado, I'm able to jump on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Hey, things you take for granted, dog.
Speaking of planes, man, I'm telling you. Now the last time I got on the plane, I was so heavy. Yeah. You know how they give you the extension?
Yeah.
I think I had about 3 or 4 extensions.
Man, stop.
I'm serious.
Oh man, what?
I'm serious. So the initial belt that that you had, I had about 3 more extensions. Just so I can sit in the chair.
Yeah.
So man, that's
it's the rough days, man.
Rough, man. But,
like I was thinking about that and make you not want to go back too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because those things are small struggles, man. Yeah. Like for real, and I can definitely understand now for people who are struggling, who are still at their heaviest point. Yeah. Like, what would you tell them, or like, what would be your, your motivation to tell them, like, what should they look for? Because some people get stuck at a certain position and they mentally give up.
Yeah.
Like what do you tell those people? Because I know it's easy to say, find some inspiration in this and that because it worked for you. But like for somebody who really stuck, like, you know what? This is just what it is.
Just really just to sit back and look at your stuff. Really look at your goals. Yeah. Really look at your goals and just see where you want to be, where you are now, where you want to be in the near future. And just really just try your best to stay focused. Now, you're going to fall off because I didn't fall off.
Yeah. You're
going to fall off. I mean, it's just natural. Yeah. But you just got to keep telling yourself, man, like, look, I got to do this. I got to do this. I mean, even now, every day, man, I'm like, I got to do this. Yeah. I got to do this. And people be like, man, you up here, what, 4:30 in the morning?
Say, gotta do what you got to do.
If I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. Right. If I don't do it at that time, I'm just not going to do it at all.
Hold on, E. 4:30?
Yeah, man.
4:30 in the morning.
4:30. I'm there at 4:30.
See, I'm gonna let you have that. Yeah, I'm gonna let you have that. Congratulations. Right. I'm not. Yeah, so you up before that because you there at 4:30.
Yeah. I'm up at least by 3.
Man, for real?
Yeah. So.
Man, what time do you go to sleep?
I do go
to sleep early. You got to get up at 3. Man, some nights I don't go to sleep till 3. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. Right. But no, 4:30 though. So that starts your day off.
That starts my day off.
That's what's up.
So it's like I gotta do that, man. And if I mentally, once I start doing it, and what they say after 21 days, it becomes a habit. Yeah. So for me, man, it was like, okay, I gotta keep doing this thing. I gotta keep doing this. Right. And again, it's a struggle. Sometimes I don't want to get up at that time of the morning,
But then you think about where you came from, and you like, I'm with it. Yeah, no, for real.
I'm hopping up after that.
Right.
Yeah. Like, no, I can't get back to that mode.
For sure.
That mindset.
Yeah.
So.
And the crazy thing though, too, just going back to not being on those, those medications and stuff.
The meds.
That's serious business because you get to an age where I think. And I could be wrong, I apologize to pharmaceutical companies, but I think that they get you on stuff that you just can't get off of.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be tied to a pill. You know what I'm saying? Like for the rest of my life.
Well, exactly. Just like even with the pain pills, it's like, man, of course that's the opioids. That's the big thing now. But you can see how people actually get attached to it. Even though it's like, man, nobody wants to be in pain.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's
feel like, good to be without pain.
Yeah, so, they just sometimes they were just so willing to give it to you. When you're in the hospital, it's like, man, I'm in pain. I got to take it. Yeah. So, after that pain slowly started going away with me, I was like, okay, I'm done with these.
That's what I was going to ask you. So you never got any kind of mild addiction to them or nothing?
No, man. I was just like, I'm not trying to go down that route.
Because it's a long path. Yeah. It's a long path that some people never come back from.
Exactly.
But I definitely understand because, again, like I said, I had that leg ulcer, and it was so painful. And I was popping them pills because it felt so good.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, at first I was chewing up things like violations.
For real. No, I hear you, though. And that's how people get hooked on it, though. Yeah. Because it is, like, I ain't going to lie, man, it's something. When you get older and when you get up in age, you start realizing, man, it's a glorious thing to be without pain.
Oh, I know.
So I see how people get addicted to it because it's nice to not be painful.
Yeah, the thing of it is, too, even with those things, man, they only last for, 2-3 hours.
However long, exactly.
Yeah, so 2-3 hours, it's and like, I'm taking another one. It's like, oh, no.
Right.
And at the same time, you sleepy. You like, no, man.
You're not living.
Yeah,
you're not living for real.
Yeah, you're not living.
It's pain free, but this ain't really no life. Yeah,
it's not at all.
I feel you like that. Now, tomorrow, you said you're going to Cedar Point.
First thing in the morning.
So, you said you ain't been there in 10 years.
Over
10 years.
Yeah, man.
Have you thought about the first ride you go get on when you get there? Or are you even going to get on a ride?
You know what?
Me, even if I can fit in that boy, I'm straight now. I'm so over the thrill ride. I'm cool, yeah.
I'm not really into, roller coasters.
Yeah.
I never really was into roller. I mean, I do it every now and again, but...
them days over for
me. Yeah. I may do maybe one or two.
One or two, okay.
I don't know which one of them do yet.
Yeah.
Not first.
Right.
But, the first thing, man, I just want to get out and really just
get
kind of
walk
the park.
For sure,
maybe do the go-karts. I'll start off slow.
That started off way slow. Now the water rides get you together too, though. Yeah, only because the stairs is so high to get to the water slides. That's a workout by itself.
Man.
Now those used to be the thing though. Right. The water slides. Yeah, I ain't been to Cedar Point either in probably over 10 years.
Really?
But that's just because just not my thing. Like I'm straight on roller coasters. Yeah, I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? I got my T-shirt.
Right.
Leave it where it's at.
Right.
I can't do it. All right, now, so we got that going on. You got that going on tomorrow. What do you see in the future as far as your journey and getting it out to the people? Well, so what I'm trying to get at, though, what I'm trying to get at.
I know exactly what you're talking about. All right. Trying to complete this book, man.
There we are.
I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to get this book.
No, don't be like me. Be better than me. Be better, because I'm at the bottom of the totem pole.
Oh, man.
I'm struggling like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, though.
Yeah.
But no, so a book. All right, now the book is going to be about this journey, or is it going to be about something else?
Actually, it is. It's going to be about my journey, from childhood up to this point.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I think those are the hardest to write, and the only reason I say it is easy because it's your experience, so you know it. But it's hard because you go get to some points where you really go have to decide: do I want to put this in the book? Like, do I want people to know that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's gonna be the struggle. Cause I wrote a book for my mom's who passed away from cancer a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like it was good. It was therapeutic because I was able to tell the story about so many of our experience that we shared together.
Yeah.
And then it was somewhere, I had to pull it back. Like, man, I don't want to put that out there because obviously growing up in a household, you know things about your parents that nobody else knows.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like some stuff I had to draw back just a little bit because I want them to know my mama, but not that much.
Not like that.
And I think that might be one of your challenges. Had you thought about that at all?
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
Because I know there's some stuff in there like.
There's some stuff. There's some stuff. You like. I don't know. Let me contemplate on that.
Yeah, let me write around it. Let me use their imagination.
Yeah. So but that's where I am. Man.
Yeah. What's Because I know you're starting.
Yeah.
What's holding you back though? Like, what's scaring you?
Not really. I'm really documenting everything right now. So, I have started. Just started the process.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just kind of documenting everything and just trying to let it just flow.
Yeah.
Like if I think of something throughout the day that I know that I can use in the book, I document it. Yeah. Start writing just on that particular. Subject. Okay. And then at the end, I just put it together.
Yeah. Now you got pictures and like video footage from before?
I do have pictures.
Yeah, you got pictures.
I got some pictures before. Yeah.
The only reason I ask is because you can utilize that not just in a book, but I mean you could do a documentary though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so the stuff that you write, you can just voice it, show the pictures and do it like that. Yeah. It's just an idea.
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about that off camera. Yeah. I'm always thinking about production.
Yeah, man.
But and plus a lot of people are just visual, like they have to see it. Like they don't get it until they see it.
Yeah. And then I do have a couple of people that I'll be interviewing as well, as far as like my doctors.
Yeah.
We've already talked.
Okay.
Like the doctors, physical therapists. To kind of help me through.
All right, now see that's a whole nother thing. So you are still in contact with the people. Now how important is that though?
It's important. I mean, I still have to go back for follow-ups.
Yeah.
I actually have one coming up because even after those 3 surgeries, my right knee I had to go back because it was an infection.
Oh, word.
So it was infected. So I had to go to this infectious disease doctor.
Yeah.
And actually, me and him now, we actually
You're cool
with him.
Right, exactly. Like you're just not my position. We're friends. We're buddies.
We're actually friends. Yeah. So between him, the guy that did my surgery, the physical therapist, I've kept in touch with him throughout this time. We've been out to lunch.
Right. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So.
And how proud are they?
Oh man, they keep me going too.
They keep you going, for sure.
They like, man, you got to really get this out.
Yeah. I think you really do though. And I think it's important because even though a lot of people know your story, hearing it like firsthand though, it's gonna be something a little different. Yeah. And I think in the book, people will find out some stuff that they maybe didn't know. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get a little, a little deep, but it's gonna be some stuff they didn't know, and it's gonna help a lot of people. Yeah. And like you said before, you said it, and it's the truth. You just never know who's watching. You can be an inspiration for somebody when you think you just doing something for yourself.
Yeah, man. But I know even like my neighbor. Yeah. One of my neighbors, man, and she saw me and she was just like, Eric. This was 2-3 weeks ago. She was like, Eric, you just looking at you then and looking at you now. She said she used to cringe.
Yeah.
I'm taking the garbage out. She was like, I used to cringe just watching. Yeah. She watching from her window.
Yeah.
I used to cringe.
Because it was a struggle. She like, looking at you like she feeling sorry for you.
I'm on the crutches and
with the garbage,
trying to take the garbage out, you know. And she was like, just looking at you now, it's like, you know, it's good to see you.
5 years.
5.5.
Right. Don't forget the half.
Don't forget the half.
That's a long time,
That's
bro.
a long time, man.
Man, if you ain't got a story to tell after 5.5 years, man, I know you got one for sure.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, just going all the way back. Let's go all the way back to let's say right after high school. You know, after playing football, and I know what you're saying about that because I played football in high school and college, and it was like, in order to play football, you had to work out. Like, it was activity, it was everything. But then once I got to a point where I didn't have to do it, I didn't want to. Because it's like nobody forced me, so I ain't going to do it. Now, if you could go back to then, like, what would you tell yourself at that age? Like, what would you tell yourself in order not to fall off into that pattern?
Really, man, just keep going. You know, because a lot of times, even when you're working out, even after practices and stuff like that. Yeah. So after that is all said and done, just do something.
Do something
to keep it going, because each year you're getting older.
Yes.
So you got to keep it going, man.
Right.
So and even it doesn't even have to be a lot.
Yeah. You ain't gotta tear the gym up. Yeah, you gotta tear the gym up. Yeah.
You know, just really trying to stay active and at least getting that 30 minutes, getting that water in.
Yeah.
You know, the water is
important.
It's so important.
Yeah, I had to stop drinking Kool-Aid. I kept saying, well, there's water in it.
Right.
But it's not really good for you.
It's important, man.
Yeah.
That water really just, just getting in as much as you can.
Right. Yeah. Some kind of activity, because a lot of people they feel like if they going to work, if they got a job where they're not sitting down, they feel like, well, I've been active all day. No, that's not the same.
No, that's not.
It's not the same. Like, you need some real physical activity where you actually busting a sweat.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to.
Yeah, you have to, man.
Especially the older you get. Like,
the older you get, it gets harder.
You got to. and that's the crazy thing about like joint pain and arthritis and stuff is that the odd thing about it is it's painful.
Yeah.
But the constant movement is supposedly what gets rid of it.
It is.
So it's like, how do you tell somebody to constantly move when they constantly in pain, though? So it's like a double edge, right?
It is a double edge. It's a double edge. And one of the things, too, man, even when I was in the hospital, one of the things, my aunt, she's a doctor, she told me, she said, you need to, as soon as that surgery is over, as much pain as you're going to be in, you got to get up and move. And I was like, I just remember her saying that. Yeah. And I'm laying there in the bed, and I'm like, there's no way in the world. I'm not even
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm not gonna be able to move.
Right.
But, it just her voice just kept, in my head. I was like, you know what, I got to get up.
Right.
And even after that time, I thought, got up and I'm on the walker.
Yeah.
Trying to walk. Man, I got up and was going around the hospital room.
Okay.
Not just the hospital room, but outside
and
so it was other patients that was in there that had the same surgery.
They wasn't doing nothing.
They were just laying there and they was like, man, you know what? We got to get up now because we hear you.
We hear you.
Steady coming down the hallway.
For sure.
On your walker. So I'm just every day I was just trying to.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. Inspiration, not even knowing it. You got that voice in your head.
Yeah, I got.
But you inspiring them and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
And that's what's up though. That's really why we here though. For real.
Yeah,
I mean, we really here for other people.
Absolutely.
And it's a hard thing to get that selfless. It is. But when you dealing with so much stuff yourself, it's hard to imagine, like, man, I got to be doing something for somebody else.
Somebody else. Wait a minute.
But that's the love we talked about, though. That's the love for mankind, and that's the love that's missing in our inner cities and in your west side of Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's what's missing. We really got to get back to that. And it's odd because people, it seems like, and I'm included, like people have to get to like they rock bottom in order to realize that. And that's the scary thing.
That's
like you shouldn't have to get to the rock bottom to realize what you got to do with this lifetime.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I say if you could go back, you would definitely tell yourself to just stay active.
Just stay active. Just do something. I mean,
do something.
Just do something.
So you sound like you weren't doing nothing. You weren't doing nothing.
You go to work, leave work, come home. You're like, man, I'm tired.
Right.
That's it. That's it for the day. But I'm like, no, man. Got to do something. Do something.
It's easy to do. It's easy to fall into that pattern.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you do go to work. Some of these jobs may not be physically draining, but they mentally draining. So when you get home, it's just like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Right, I'm home.
And don't
leave me alone with that, right?
Yeah, don't get home and start taking the clothes off, your shoes.
Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I do that still now. I had to catch myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had to catch myself. Because the moment I don't, like, you can tell. Like, when you go a few days, like, let's say if you go a whole week without, like, no real physical activity, you can tell immediately.
Oh, you can definitely tell.
And that's crazy, right?
Yeah, because even when I went out of town, man, I was gone for a week.
Yeah.
I came back and I was like, whoa.
Right. I'm trying to tell you. So, like, even when you go out of town, like, you got to tell yourself then, like, even when you go out of town, I got to do something.
Got to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to do something.
Because a week off is terrible. Yeah, and it's crazy, though. It take you so many years to get down to where you want to, but it only take a minute to jump right back.
Yeah.
And that's bold.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's bold, man. See, man, that's why me and Jesus got to have a conversation. Like, we got to make it a little easier for me, dog.
Yeah, the body is something else, man.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. So that's your goal is to get under 200. Now, once you get to that point, that's your main goal. Like, there, what is just maintaining.
Just keeping it, keeping it at that point. And,
yeah.
Like I said, I'm not getting any older.
Any younger.
Definitely getting older. So, just trying to keep it, just maintain it and keep it going.
You can do it, though. I know you can do it
because I'm focused now.
Yeah, you focus.
Yeah,
and that's real. And something that you said earlier too, just about setting goals. I think a lot of people don't take that as serious as they should.
Yeah.
Like, that's really all setting goals is basically what people say is probably cliche. But if you speak it into existence, it'll happen. That's all that setting a goal is.
That's it.
And it actually works. Like, it's crazy that it worked, though. I think our minds are really that powerful, and that's why depression is so bad.
It is.
Because when you get to a mental state, it drags you down physically and everything. So,
I've been there, man, and I know, like I said, those walls start caving in.
For sure.
I mean, literally, you like, oh, man, okay, I got this is not me.
Right.
Like, would a real Eric Johnson please stand up?
Right. So for a while, like, you wasn't even going nowhere.
No, I was at home. Like I said, on those crutches.
Yeah.
Just
like confined.
Yeah.
It's like being in jail, being in prison in your own body, though, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah. And see that right there is just motivation, because some people that's in that same situation, they still in it now. Yeah. They wasn't strong enough to fight out of it.
Yeah.
Do you think this is probably a crazy question though? Do you think you could have done it without your wife?
Man, that's a good question.
Right?
Question.
Yeah.
I believe I probably could have, but she just really. Yeah. My wife is, anybody who knows my wife, she's energetic.
Okay.
Very energetic and always positive and motivating.
Yeah.
So just looking at her, man, and looking at the things that she does, and like I said, even with her and the girls in the book club and them doing those 5 and 10Ks, and I'm like, I'm taking them, I'm driving her to go do a 10K. I'm sitting out, just in the car. And I'm like, no, man,
Now, I seen in some of your pictures that you did one.
I did.
Now, how long ago was that?
That was, I did. Well, you know what?
First one.
The first one was last year, around this time.
Last year, okay.
Yeah, I did the.
So that was a milestone for you.
That was a milestone.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a milestone. So
man, I ain't about to do it now. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. How did it feel though, like crossing that line?
It felt good.
Yeah,
it really felt good, man. Because I was like, even though as far as time wise, it was like.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Ain't even the thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to cross that finish line. And,
right, for sure.
Yeah, it really felt good.
I ain't gonna lie, E. I think that after what you went through and then completing that 5K, I'm pretty sure I'd have cried. I'd have cried, like for real. You ain't cried?
No, I didn't.
You can keep it real. You cried. You cried.
No, I ain't cried, man. But
I would have cried. I'd have cried.
It was, just hold it. You know what I did do is the medal that they give you. I gave it to my parents.
That's what's up.
So I gave it to them. So they got it sitting there, in their living room.
Yeah, I know they proud of you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was my first medal. I actually gave it to them.
Yeah, that's what's up, dog.
Yeah, man.
You cried. I know you cried. We gonna talk about it after the interview. You gonna be like, I did cry. I just didn't want to tell.
Maybe a little bit. No,
I ain't gonna lie. I'd have definitely cried because I think you get to a point just like that was the point I was in where I couldn't go nowhere. I didn't leave the crib unless I was going to the doctor. Going to the therapist or whatever. And it was like, it was bad. People would come by, and it got to the point where they knew I wasn't going to come outside, so they would just come by.
Yeah,
because they like, man, I know you ain't leaving. Yeah. And then people, I love people. I love my friends, you know what I'm saying? Because they try to be so encouraging.
Yeah.
But they lying to my face. They come in like, oh, you looking good now. No, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not.
Stop lying.
Right, stop lying, dog. I'm not looking good. That's not good. But no, so you said you probably would have been able to do it without your wife. But definitely.
It would have taken some time.
Yeah, it took probably some more time. Right. And I think that is important. And this don't have nothing to do with the journey or nothing, but I think it really is important to find those kind of partners in life. And a lot of people been married for 30, 40 years and they not even with a partner like that.
Yeah, man.
Like who can stick through your struggle like that and to actually be motivating. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. 17 years. So you got about 50 more years to do right.
Yeah, we can run through it.
Yeah, that's what's up. So y'all been married for 17 years. How long did you know her before that?
A couple years prior to.
Okay, prior to that.
Yeah, a couple years, man. It didn't take me long to be like, hey,
this the one.
Let's do this.
Hey, how did y'all meet?
Man,
do you remember?
I do.
Okay. I was gonna say you better remember because she watching. She like, no, that's not what happened.
And the anniversary coming.
Right. So. You better know.
Yeah, we actually met at her job. She was working, man, and she was downriver.
Okay.
And at a bank downriver, and I walked in and I was like, huh, okay. Yeah. And then she was looking at me, and of course, she wanted to holler at me. So,
You got to fact check that one. Those might be e-facts right there. I don't know. She said she wanted to holler at you.
Yeah, but
and it went down from there.
It went down from there.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
No, that's what's up, though. Because a lot of times people miss opportunities, especially with ones who end up being like a partner, like what you have right now. And it's a tough thing because I'm single, I'm not married, and so I'm like, I look forward to those things, but at the same time, it's scary because I don't want to pick the wrong one.
Yeah, well, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know.
You'll
right?
know.
Yeah.
You'll know which one is the right one.
Right.
Just conversation and
for sure.
Just that vibe.
Yeah, I mean sometimes though because like it may appear that way, but then you got to be with somebody like your wife, for instance, who was able to stand by you when you got to that dark point though.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people say they down with you.
Bounced.
A lot of people say they down with you till you hit that for real rock bottom. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
I ain't signed up for this. Right?
Yeah, man.
Nah, but that's
that commitment.
Yeah, that commitment. Yeah. So what do you think made that commitment so strong? Was it your relationship with God? Like It
was, man. It still is. Just the devotion that you have with the Creator, man, and just really just trying to draw closer to Him. Yeah. So once you draw closer to Him, you can share that energy. You can do, what I mean? You can do whatever, know?
Yeah.
So, definitely my relationship with Christ.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, man.
All right, so you got Cedar Point coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the book coming up.
Yeah.
What's the end goal for Enrique?
Man, the end goal is like just to share the message with the masses, as much as I possibly can to really get out and speak to everyone, man, that's battling this, Even, like I said, I have a good relationship with those, with my physician, with the surgeon, going back to the hospital and talking to those who are actually getting ready to have the knee surgery.
Right.
So that's what I plan on doing.
That's
and like I said, man, just trying to share it around the world.
Yeah, around the world.
Around the world.
Yeah, you're not stuck in just the United States, huh?
I got to get out of the D, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the D. Don't get me wrong.
I love the D.
I gotta, it's a big world.
It is.
It's a big world. And a lot of people are, are struggling, going through the same things that I went through. So yeah. Well,
on that note, I know you want to make it worldwide. What's the most exciting place you think you would like to go to share your message?
Man, as far as vacation or just
I was speaking as far as but maybe vacation too. Like what's the most exciting place that you have to do like that's on the bucket list?
One of the things on the bucket, I always said I wanted to go to Dubai.
Yeah, that's a beautiful place.
And just looking at the pictures over the years, and I'm like, man, you see how they've been building up and building up, and I'm just like, man, I gotta go there.
Right, exactly. I gotta experience it. Those are some of those things.
Experience that, man. So I mean, there's a couple other places that I would love to.
Yeah, Dubai would definitely be dope.
Yeah.
Well, when you go, man, send me a postcard.
Oh,
because I ain't going to be able to make it for some years. I got a whole lot of podcasts to do. whole lot of books to write, a whole lot of podcasts to do to make it that big.
Yeah, man. But that's just that's one of the things on the bucket list.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. All right, well, I enjoyed this conversation.
Oh,
I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you got business to take care of today. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody who checked us out today. Of course, you can check out my man Eric Enrique Johnosn on Facebook. And you can follow his journey. You can see all his Fitbit posts because he walking every day. Such an inspiration, dog. Give it up for my man E. E, any last words you want to leave the people with?
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man, for real.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely, man. And, keep doing your thing.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you, man.
For sure, no doubt, man. No doubt, man. Yeah. All right, till the next time, y'all. This is The Block, man. It's your boy, the Hood, Howard Stern, Q Lewis. Hold it down with my man E. Enrique Johnosn.
Yes, sir.
Peace out, y'all.